I'm an expert at kicking the can down the road. Maybe the monarch of it. I express that my brain palace is the world of some artist, philosopher, intellectual that wants nothing more than both within and without, to sit down with cups of coffee and hard reading, and who can dissect and inspect and extract all that these texts, these videos, these moral conundrums that shake up my everyday existence have to offer. I want nothing more than to be able to take all of these moments and mold and fashion them into various different mediums, all of which I feel I'm not all that good at. To be able to take the academic nature of them, bring some novel ideas, twist them with research into the correct boxes that exert new ideas into the world. Then I read what others have done, have asserted, and I feel inferior. I put them away, and I put down the readings. Down the road goes the can. I think maybe perhaps I can open these things into prose, developed from time spent reading the greats and not so greats. If only I could read them for more than an hour or two at a time. But the can goes down the road again. Maybe I can make videos talking about it, but when do I have enough expensive equipment, space on my phone, words to express what I feel? What if I can't write a long enough script or get the correct shots? Down the road goes the can again. Play video games. I always have. It was a coping mechanism as a child and became a medium that's a comfort for me now. I can sit butt glued to seat for hours. I have. It's a bit embarrassing to admit my multi-hour, multi-day play sessions, but I suppose we all need some way to make the hours in the day tick away. I thought maybe I could translate whatever bulwark of skills I already have with my passion for games. But I'm paralyzed. What should I cover? How should I cover it? Can I understand a game so much that it deserves being talked about by me? Or will I misunderstand it so wholly that it's not worth bringing up? Again, the can is kicked further down the road. Suddenly, I've just pirated another piece of media for me to consume mindlessly. And I desire to create, to change. But I don't. I suppose it's a lack of motivation, but that doesn't help my situation. The more I realize it's my fault, the more I desire to just disappear. The more liable I am for my constant pick up and put down failures, the more these bouncing negative thoughts in my head seem to be correct, the less motivated I feel. It's a vicious cycle, isn't it? Maybe it's simply my fault and I should deal with it. Get up, doom scroll for an hour, take a shower, play a game, or maybe spend a little time reading before I play a game. Then I go to work. Then I feel spent, and I doom scroll or play a game. Go to bed, rinse, and repeat. Where did the motivation go that used to get me out of bed 2 hours early for class? That would have me doing yoga and meditating. One that could sit for more than mere minutes at a time and ingest and indulge in a good, difficult book. Now I am held back ostensibly by myself. Basically a wash-up of an artist. But how could you be washed up if you were never successful? I hoped getting a bike would change that. It did in some ways. I take better care of it than I do myself. I eat junk and overeat to cope, but I give my bike enough gas always. I do all my maintenance early or on time, and I avoid buying the cheapest stuff I can find if at all possible. When the old one broke down, I tried to discover the source myself, polling, following, searching. I didn't. Add that to the pile, I suppose. I hoped I would record myself taking care of it, but the desire to be finished with whichever project always stood in the way. As I write this script, I didn't even have the prop to use anymore, as it was in the shop. I'm sure part of it is the time we live in, as it always is. More and more, the prospect of me being able to afford my own place, my own things, to have a job that doesn't make me miserable seems to float further and further out of reach. Not that I necessarily want any of those things. More so that I'm taught to want those things and to not want what I actually want. I want to be free to create. This isn't just about the world around me. It's the shackles I impose on myself. Many of them I probably am only slightly conscious of. I lock myself from trying to do these things because I am not immediately good at them. I want more gratification than many of these things offer, at least all at once. The delay is palpable. And I'm no stranger to rejection. It just makes me wonder why rejection doesn't get easier. And continuing to do these things gets harder. Maybe it's unintuitive, but to me it seems pretty simple. If I'm so constantly used to rejection, you would think I could create in a free and easy way. One that cares not for acceptance, but for the act of creation itself. But it isn't. Every rejection I felt becomes a mosaic for why I shouldn't continue. It is a deepening of the bonds of despair that locks me into this hopeless chained existence I feel. One where I am my own jailer. I guess in a way it's my choice to be stuck here. At least my choice not to try again and again and again. Maybe it's about changing what fuels me every time. Maybe it's sticking to my guns. Spite, hope, anger, fear, joy, pain. Maybe they can all create a wonderful, painful, gritty cocktail that I can translate into something that pitifully farts into the universe and disappears unabided. But at least for a brief moment, I sparked where I hadn't sparked before. And I can do it again and again, whether or not it erupts or remains basically silent. It is one of the only things I can do, one of the only things that I have the power to do. Create, fail. Desire, fail. Try to repair, fail. To fail and fail until those failures either crush me or I use their corpses to ascend somewhere higher. A place where I might continue failing, but at least I will fail one step higher to the sun. Thank you.